Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Generational Viewpoints and Tea and a Key with Carolyn. I'm Carolyn.
I'm Nakia.
We want to thank you guys for joining us this afternoon. Um, Sorry for our tardiness. Tonight we're going to be talking about love and marriage, Huntsville, the reunion, part 3. So they're opening up this scene. You guys, please go ahead, like the video and say hello as you enter the chat, please. So as this scene opens up, it's Melody calling Betty a demon, and she's asking Stormy to get her mama. I mean, Melody was like really going at this lady because this lady is crazy and she wouldn't leave her alone. Y'all know Melody, she don't really like to go at nobody mama, but if you pushing her, then she gonna do it.
I felt that this is just so weird. Why is Miss Betty even here? Why is Stormy not addressing her mother? Like, this is just really weird to me.
Right. Hi, Travanista. I was done with the way she was just letting her mother carry on, but I feel like Melody definitely got her together. So whatever it is, what it is, I feel like why is she here? Why is the cousin here? Why did they invite the other auntie? Because he said they invited the other auntie as well.
Right. So I don't get it because we barely even seen Miss Betty during this whole season. And like I said, it was really weird that Stormy didn't address anything her mother said. Maybe it was cut out. I don't know. Maybe it was cut out. But she did say, Melody, I like you. But she ain't say nothing about what her mama just said. But Melody got her together, so it's good. Yeah, and she was so mature about it.
She said, I have respect for you. And I felt that. I like that. Yeah. But the mother was saying, like in the last episode before the reunion, I guess the finale, she was saying that nobody comes to help her take care of her mother. And Betty, if the way you act on this TV show is any reflection of how you act in real life, I can understand why nobody come over there because they don't feel like being bothered with you. Nobody, it's not that they don't want to see their mama, they don't feel like being bothered with you, Betty. So that's why they don't come.
Right. And I don't get why Stormy cousin was there either, because I'm like, we saw you for 2 minutes.
Right.
And here you are, you have a seat at the reunion. That was just so weird to me, but
yeah. So next was Chris and Nell. Nell was saying that she really did not want to be on this show. She said because she has a lot of issues, especially when you have grown children. I don't know the age of the viewers that's on this live, but when you have small children, it's one thing. But when you have grown children, things can be completely different. So I understand why she said she didn't really want to come on the show, but she says everybody's asking her for money. But she said the show has actually helped their family dynamics get better. So
everybody says that when they come on reality TV, but Travelnista, you might be onto something. Travelnista says it was a filler orchestrated by Carlos, and I agree because why is Carlos making everything about himself? Like when Stormy started crying because her cousin didn't work for him anymore. Didn't work for her anymore. And, Carlos was like, oh, yeah, none of my family can work at the kingdom. And I'm like, this is not about you. You try to make everything about you. Like, we need a new host ASAP because it's just getting ridiculous at this point. I can't even watch Carlos at all. It's just so cringe for me at this moment. How do you feel about it? Are you noticing this too? Am I the only one? Because I'm like, it's not about you, Carlos. He always ego tripping. I'm the king of reality TV.
Can you mean, girl?
I'm like, when people put these titles on themselves, they just run with it.
He didn't put that title on himself. People was calling him that.
No, he called himself that.
No, people were calling him that because
I have never heard anybody call him that but himself.
Yeah, on Twitter they do call him that.
Now.
Yeah, they was calling him that before. That's
Y'all.
where he got it from. Because
But yeah,
when he left Real Housewives of Atlanta, a lot of people say the show kind of went down after that.
I feel like that was a coincidence because Love and Marriage Huntsville is going down, and he's still here. So everything is not about Carlos. You're not the king of reality TV, to me, in my opinion. I mean, you might be a good, somewhat decent producer or whatever, but you're not Andy Cohen, and he wants to be Andy Cohen so bad, so bad.
Okay, but Andy Cohen has ruined all of his shows. Be clear, because he has favorites.
It's
And
okay.
his favoritism shows a lot.
It's all right. Whatever Andy doing, Carlos want to do it. Let's be clear. But you know, all of his other franchises are failing too. The late night show that he had, the after show, it failed too. So Andy still got all of his shows going, and he still has Watch What Happens Live. Do Carlos do? No. But anyway, let's move on.
Okay, let's move on.
The Fletchers.
Yes. Well, I'm kind of done with the Fletchers. Nell was saying that Tisha was going to invite them to the Black Expo, but for some reason, Letitia says she forgot, and that's absolutely crazy. How you forgot to ask them when y'all were scraping for somebody after Melody said she wasn't going to be on the panel. Y'all begged Stormy to come and be on the panel. That's crazy.
Exactly. And it's like, why isn't Carlos, the host, holding the Scots accountable? Why
Yeah,
isn't
I feel like that was a failed segment.
right? Now you're seeing it. I've been peeped it from the first episode of the reunion. And you was like, oh no, but now you're seeing it. And I'm like, why does Letitia have the authority to ask Nell about infidelity?
Right.
Who are you?
Letitia always do that though. When anybody new come on the show, she immediately asks them, what's going on in your life? What secrets do you have? You know, it's kind of weird that you would ask people that you're just meeting these type of questions,
Right.
trying to get dirt on them, as if somebody's just going to come out and tell you, you know, the dirt in their life for you to have something to hold over them. It's weird.
And say she's always been direct. Basically, when Carlos asked her, you know, why did you ask Nell that? And she was like, well, I've been on this show for X amount of years and I've always been direct. Since when? Since when?
I know she wasn't direct this season because she ran from every conversation that somebody tried to have with her about her marriage. She ran from Melody. She ran from Kiki. I don't know about Tiffany, but yeah, she wasn't direct this season. It was terrible.
His line of questioning was tasteless toward Nell.
I absolutely agree with that, Travanista. I felt like Carlos was getting off on some of these questions. You could see it in his eyes, and you could see it in the smile when he was asking these questions about infidelities and why did they get back together and things like that. But in Carlos's mind, cheating is okay. Carlos wants women to forgive cheating or not, not take it seriously. He always says this on his channel that if his man wants to go out and have a lay in a barn with somebody, it's fine, but long as they're not having a emotional connection. But I feel like that's because he approves of that, because that is the type of stuff that he do. And women, we are women. We are not men. We're not just going to accept somebody cheating. You know, that's just not in the course. That's not just going to be a normal occurrence of life.
Yeah. And another thing I didn't like when Carlos was asking these questions, when he asked Nell about the cheating, Marcel gonna say, welcome to the reunion. And Carlos gonna say, welcome to Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm like, who are y'all supposed to be? If she don't want to answer,
you mess with pick her up, Key.
If she's fussing. But yeah, if she don't want to answer, she don't have to answer, y'all. It don't matter if she on Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love and Marriage DC. I don't care where she at. If you being disrespectful asking these questions, she don't have to answer if she don't want to. She's a grown woman, regardless of if she's on this show or not.
Right.
As if it's such a, a big deal or a high honor to be on this show. Like, who does Carlos think he is? I can't, y'all.
I think he was saying that as in welcome to reality TV, Key. That's what I think.
Still, it was just too much.
Okay, Nell says that she wasn't accepting the cheating and they separated for 18 months. And Carlos asked her what made her go back to Chris. And she said it's because she loved him. And she also spoke on trying to help Martell and Melody, many, many times. So I feel like she did the right thing to leave him,
Yeah, I didn't know that they were separated for 18 months. That's a long time. They remind me of when Greg and Nene divorced for a year and then got remarried.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, that's reasonable. That's understandable.
Yeah.
I just didn't like how Letitia and Marceau was kind of running the show. It was like, they were the shot callers and they are being held accountable for nothing. That's why I say I'm not watching this show next season.
Well, the show is changing. It's changing a lot because hi Cowboys A piano.
It's like the fact that Letitia even had the audacity to ask Nell that when you should be actually kissing Nell butt because your husband was cheating in Atlanta, and guess who he said he was with? Chris Fletcher. When we all know that was a lie. So really, you need to be tiptoeing around what you asked the Fletchers because they protected you when you was trying to use them as an alibi. So if I was Nell and Chris, I would have brought that up immediately. Hold up, wait a minute. If we're going to talk about cheating, let's talk about that. And let's clear all of this up.
Well, the Fletchers they don't seem to be very confrontational people. I mean, they will say their piece, but I don't feel like they just be picking fights and starting fights with people.
They're nice. They are nice. I feel like they need a show just around about them.
Yeah. Travelnista says Love and Marriage Huntsville is about money, fame, and fake storylines to continue a chick. I absolutely, yes. Fake, fraud, especially Letitia and Marceau. Fraud.
Absolutely.
And then Martell, he wants them to fraudulently turn him into a good man. But I mean, how could they ever do that?
It's like when you tell a lie so many times, you start to believe it.
Yes.
Like in their head, do they really think they're millionaires? Do they really think they're successful business owners? Like in their head, I think they believe that they are Chris and Nell, and they will never be.
Okay. C Shopper says Carlos could have used the time with Betty for Kiki and Stormy to be able to respond to the questions fully, in my opinion. Just saying. For Kiki, Stormy.
Yes, y'all notice how Carlos was like, let's move on. Every time somebody had a real rebuttal to the Scotts, let's move on. I was like, yeah, time for us fans to move on too. Because I'm definitely not watching this show.
Well, people are saying that there is a boycott on the show. I haven't been like following with my nose in a book to every single thing that's going on with Love and Marriage Huntsville like I used to. So I don't know how true it is, but I did see somebody with a video about people boycotting because they want Martell off of the show for the things that he's done to Melody. So we'll see how things go. But the next thing they talk about is the Houston trip. Do you have anything that you want to add? Okay, so the Houston trip, they're talking about Martell brought a lady in the house, and he's lying through his teeth talking about it was a massage therapist. He is just trash. Nell felt like it was disrespectful to bring. I absolutely feel like it was trashy and disrespectful to just bring some tramp in the house. You know, to sleep with. Don't you feel like that's disrespectful? It's couples in here. These are everybody that's staying in this house know each other. You don't just bring some hoodlum off the streets into this house. That's how things happen, y'all. I watch them ID channel movies and stuff all day, every day, and that is a cause for concern when you're bringing a stranger in the house.
Oh yes. But you know who didn't? Who thought it was okay though? Kimmy the pick me. Kimmy the pick me. She said, "Oh, I didn't care." We know you didn't. We know you don't care, Kimmy. We know you're just the pick me of the year. She deserves the pick me of the year award. Like this whole cast, y'all, it just irks me so much. Like, get this lady off of this show. Kimmy, please.
Kimmy and Maurice, I feel like Kimmy and Maurice could be friends of the show at this point, or
Nope.
they can go.
Who is she a friend to? She's a friend to Martell. We don't. He got enough friends because she ain't a friend to not one woman on this show, so she can go. We don't need her at all.
Not one woman.
Not one. Not nan one. She is a pick me to the end. It don't matter what a woman do. She's gonna take that man's side.
Okay.
It's sad. It really is sad.
They talk about Melody Martell disrespecting Nell, screaming and hollering at her. Melody brought up a few good points. She said they are elders, you know, they have came to help us many of time counseling us, and it was you just wrong to be screaming and hollering at that woman. Now, I will say that Nell is a screamer and a holler too. I feel like Nell has a very high temper. So
okay. Well, it don't matter. She's a woman. You're not gonna be charging it no woman when you a grown man.
And absolutely charging, walking towards her. Do not walk towards me while you are screaming and hollering at me. Mm-hmm. That will make some furniture move and start. That's gonna cause, you know, something to happen, right? You're supposed to walk away. Walk away.
Yes, but so back to this massage. Did y'all notice how Carlos was asking these inappropriate questions, like kind of flirting with Martell?
He always
so you only need 1 hour. That's all it takes.
Yeah,
I was so disgusted.
He always do that. Always.
And he thinks it's cute and he thinks it's funny. Like, no, it's very unprofessional.
That's the same thing that happened with his night show. Nightcap with what was it called? The Nightcap with Carlos King.
Yeah.
When he had those ladies talking about can they pick up a champagne bottle with a vagina? Like
so disgusting.
So disgusting. Just
that's why he got canceled.
Lewd and vulgar conversations and behavior. You know,
yeah,
it's okay to have fun talk, you know, with each other, but he sometimes he takes things too far.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you the king of reality TV, and you think that's what the people want to see?
One time he told Melody that he think every woman should be a HOE, and Melody told him I never been a HOE, and I never been one, and I never will be one. Yeah. He has to understand that some women are proper women. You know what I'm saying? Women are not out here being slowers, you know, like you might be loose, Carlos may be loose, but and it might be loose women out there, but every woman do not live their life like that. Like, that's crazy.
See, Shopper, exactly. Tisha talks about others' marriage, but don't want to talk about hers. Exactly. Nobody can talk about hers, but she want to make threats about revealing people's secrets and ask people about infidelity, but they can't talk about hers without proof. Okay, you can get off the show. I need to be a producer because something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't
Yeah.
going right behind the scenes. You know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Um, what's next, little girl?
Um. Wait, Travel Nita
Oh,
says, is there any truth to an altercation that transpired between Martell and Fletcher? Oh, I heard about that.
I didn't.
They said that they got into it over Martell going at it with Martell. And they said
Oh,
the police was called on
shut
Martell.
up, girl. Shut up.
Yeah, I believe it.
Y'all know what then? This was Chris Fletcher just didn't want to do this type of stuff on TV because he has a reputation to uphold.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, that's
You
correct.
right. You
I
sure
don't,
right.
yeah, I don't blame Chris for going because looking at the show, I felt disappointed in Chris Fletcher and how he dealt with this. You know, saying it's like a sister and a brother arguing, but no, if you are my friend, you need to respect my
Yeah.
husband. You need to respect my wife. You need to respect my spouse. Like,
Now I get it. Looking back now, I see.
yeah. Now they talk about Letitia. Letitia wasn't pleased with Kiki being on the trip. Kiki said she wanted to apologize to Letitia and hold herself accountable. Nell also said she really didn't want Kiki to come, but Kiki is gonna do what she wants to do.
Y'all, I'm so over this Kiki and Tisha stuff. They just dragging it out at this point.
Um, well, this is about the realest thing on the show at this moment in time. You know what I'm saying? This
Yeah.
show, this show was so good at one time when it was Melody and Martell, and it was watching their marriage go through what they went through. And but now, like y'all say, it's just a bunch of fraudulent things going on. It's a bunch of lies, fakeness, fake storylines going on. So we don't have Melody and her children. We don't have Melody and Martell. Um, Kiki and Letitia's their beef is real.
Yeah.
So um
Well, Sea Trapper say he want to see the baby. Should I show them? Cause she is right here. Emery,
sure you showed her.
Make your YouTube debut.
um, yeah, Letitia said she didn't want to be around Kiki, and she said the relationship with Kiki is dead forever. And to me, it feels like they feel like Teresa Judice and Melissa Gorga. It feels like just like they said, bring Kiki has came on this show against her cousin, and she's chose the show over her family. And Kiki is saying that she only had two things that she wanted, that she was scared about on this show, and that was her addiction, and that was infidelities in her marriage. But Martell and Marceau say um there is one more thing that Kiki.
Well,
Thank you guys.
I don't know, what the deal is about Kiki and Tisha, but at this point, it's getting old.
Well, I will tell y'all what the third thing is if y'all don't know, but y'all should know.
What?
Um, Miss Wanda said, on her YouTube channel that Kiki has done the exact same thing to her husband that Martell did to Melody with the baby situation. That's what she said.
Really?
That's what she said.
I mean, they already exposed to infidelity, so
And that's and let me and we talk about Letitia all the time, but Letitia did not say come on TV and say that. But her mama did. Her mama came on YouTube and said it. But I'm just saying, Letitia was like, that's their story, that's her story to tell.
yeah. But my whole thing is, she's on the show, so why are you gonna act bothered every time she's around? If she's coming on the Houston trip, why should it be a big deal to you? Why do these people have to cater around you being comfortable? Who are you? You're not the Beyonce of this show.
But if she don't want to stay with somebody who assaulted her, she don't have to stay with somebody in the same house. That is.
If that was assault, she would be in jail.
It absolutely is.
If that was assault, she would be in jail.
She ain't no call the police type of B. That's why she ain't go to jail. But this absolutely is assault.
She ain't a do nothing kind of woman. She want to talk all of this. Oh, don't cross that line, and it was just so cringe because we saw this woman throw a drink on you, and you sat there and did absolutely nothing. So it just was so weird to see her try to go off.
But I feel like everybody has a breaking point, don't you think? Travanista, allegedly, Kiki's first son is not her husband. That's what Miss Wanda said. I don't know if she said that exactly, but she said, yeah. Hi, how you doing? Yeah, this is crazy. But I will say this: I do not vibe with Kiki whatsoever. I don't believe anything that comes out of her mouth, and I feel like she can go too. But I don't know what they're gonna do for storylines because that's the only real storyline on here.
Well, okay, let's go back a little bit.
Wait, you talking about what you said was played out?
The Kiki and Tisha beef.
What's really played out is Melody and Martell, and we just keep revisiting.
This whole show is played out. This whole show.
They both, he doing an interview with Tasha K. She say it's gonna be out in a couple of days. And then we have Melody doing Carlos King tonight. Like, it's just crazy. It's crazy. It's enough. It's enough already.
Yeah. Okay, so speaking of Melody and Martell, going back a little bit, how do you feel about Kimmy bringing up the fact that Melody got a massage too?
I feel like that was stupid because, first of all, Martell didn't get no dang on massage. So why are you even bring that up? And then she got a real massage therapist to come. We know Martell didn't have a real, that was a whore that came in the house. So why she bring it up? Weird.
It's not weird. It shows who she really is. It shows the jealousy and envy and hatred that she has for Melody.
Hatred.
She's never been her real friend. This is why you weren't invited to the name change ceremony. And you're proving it every episode, And Melody has been so nice to these people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, throughout the whole reunion, Kimmy and Letitia, it's like they were just throwing small jabs at Melody left and right. And not one time did she respond.
I feel like Melody has did well this season, seeing as how she can't film with her children. She has tried to make amends with all of these people, but Letitia, I don't know. She just still cannot stand to be. Letitia want to stand on her own feet, as a woman, and I don't need nobody to tell me anything. But at the end of the day, Melody is still the HBIC in charge, and so I think Letitia cannot. She can't take that.
Yeah, she can't take that.
They're trying to reintegrate together. Everybody's trying to get back, and
they've been tried that, and it's not working because it's not authentic, and the audience can see right through that.
Yeah, that may
We're not dumb.
That may be. Mm-hmm. Who is the production plan?
The woman that came in for Martell. I don't think it was a production plan. I think that was really something he did because he's so thirsty. He's a thirst box. Like Dr. Heavenly said. Did y'all see Dr. Heavenly said he'll sleep with any woman, just give him $5?
She said that about Martell?
Yes, Dr. Heavenly did. That lady crazy, but she wasn't lying.
Travanisa says, but why it's not real? It's just to try to move storylines further. It's to try to give us a show, but it don't feel like it's working.
It's not real at all.
Ebony D says to me, Carlos wants Letitia to be the HBIC.
Let's laugh together. I mean, I can see that. I can see him wanting her to be the HBIC, but it will never happen.
He can't do it.
It will never happen. She's not built like that.
Yeah, she tried this entire season by putting the Black Expo together.
Yeah. She can't even take constructive criticism about business.
Yeah. Then they want to go around asking people for money at the last minute. Arguing behind the scenes. It was a mess.
She's weak. Your husband cheating on you left and right, you sticking beside him. This lady threw a drink on you, you just sitting there looking crazy. You will never be the HBIC of nothing.
Because when that woman threw that drink in Letitia's face, it really should have been a free for all, or she should have turned her mouth on and started talking about the infidelities that Kiki and her husband has. She should have did something besides just sat there and took it. You know what I'm saying?
In the Scott's household, the HBIC is Marceau.
We know that, y'all.
Yeah.
I did a whole video on it probably like a year or two
Heavy
ago.
on the B. Heavy on the B.
Yeah.
I had a dream that I met Marceau in person, and I kept going up to him and I was like, "Hey B." No, I was like, "Hey, the biggest B." And he was laughing and like flirting back with me. He was flirting with me. He was like, he thought it was funny. He was like, "Hey." Ooh, that's something he would probably react that way, because what man says, "Oh yeah, I'm the biggest B"? That's a woman response. And Letitia just sitting there letting this woman call your husband a B left and right. I'm just like, this lady, reality TV is not for you.
Yeah, you just let them make a fool out of you left and right.
Yeah. And now she saw how crazy she looked on TV. Now she want to come blazing at the reunion, but it's too late. It's too late. Like, y'all season was 2 years long.
Okay.
It was 2 years long. You had 2 years.
They say that the daughters are best friends. Kiki and Letitia's daughters are best friends. I'm sorry, but if I was in either one of those ladies' shoes, the friendship for these children would be completely over. I'm not faking being friends with the mama just so you can go over there. You don't need to go over there to their house. It's a lot going on at Kiki house. You don't need to go over there. And I'm not driving over there. I'm not dropping you off in front of the house. I'm not doing none of that. You're not going, period, point blank.
Right. If the mama don't like me,
she don't like you.
Exactly. And I don't trust that. So no, you're not going.
And then it's like you don't know what the adults are saying in front of those children. Right. You know? So no.
And you can tell Letitia involves her children in grown folks' mess.
And then I don't know who said this, but they said, I think Kiki said that it was like the adults pitting these children, pitting them against each other as children. So you don't want your child to grow up being pitted against Letitia's daughter. Now they gonna grow up and they gotta see which one of them gonna be the president of the United States. Hell no.
Yep. And it's a cycle that keeps going on and on.
Yes. So then they start talking about the pregnancy test.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know. This is so fake. It's just so fake.
I know, right? I know.
And you got Marceau just sitting there. Oh yeah, she a woman. She got a vagina. You know, if you don't you wouldn't even be with this woman if you ain't trust her. So quit lying.
The fact that those words even came out of his mouth, you reduced your wife to two holes. It is quite disturbing.
Got a mouth. He said she got a mouth. Oh Lord.
It's very disturbing, and I'm laughing, but it's really not funny because this is really his wife.
It's not funny.
And this is really the way he's speaking about his wife and his kids.
But I feel like this fake, and I feel like he just doing this to play it up. But even while you playing it up, you're just making your wife look ridiculous.
With the words whole family look ridiculous because he loves to play things up for the camera, for the show, but it's to the expense of your wife.
Yes, and you playing up scenarios that are not real, and this is the way you would react to it, like
And I don't like how Letitia reacted because she's just sitting there laughing, and no, you need to have smoke with him about saying this.
She was saying, and so why are we here? What are we doing? What are you doing?
Right.
What are you doing?
Because it's not cute. And I feel like, maybe, they did drag it out for a storyline, but initially I feel like it was somewhat real because on the Houston trip, they didn't even sleep in the same room that night. Remember?
Oh, really?
Yeah. They said they slept in separate rooms that night because, they were arguing.
Yeah, I do remember her.
So I feel like a part of it was real, but maybe they, dramatized it for the show.
Yeah. I feel like they dramatized it. We talking about a situation that could happen, and this is how you would react if it did happen. And now they into it for real.
Yeah, and it kind of lets you know how intelligent Marceau is not. Because we all know that birth control is not 100%. A vasectomy is not 100%. There are rare instances where, you can get pregnant on a vasectomy and with birth control. Everybody knows that. Mm-hmm. So he's sitting here acting like it's 100%, and he's just making himself look so stupid.
Okay, so the last thing I took notes on is Kiki accusing Marceau of lying about picking her up. He said she was hooking in the streets, walking in the streets and hooking, and he had to go pick her up off the street. And
oh my God.
And
I don't know how the story turned into that. I mean, wasn't initially the story was she was like at the store or something and they took her keys and she had to call somebody to pick her up. Now is she street walking?
Baby, I don't know. I don't know. All these people liars, okay?
Yeah.
They're liars. So who knows what happened? But he picked you up twice. She said he picked her up twice. That's too many times.
That is one too many times. There is reasonable doubt there.
And if y'all listen to anything Wanda say, baby, if you listen to anything Wanda say, it was a whole lot going on, okay? Because Wanda say she used to be in the cars with the men. So I don't know what's true and I don't know what's false.
Oh.
That's what.
Well, you know what? I can kind of like thinking about it now. If she did have this addiction, maybe there are some things she would do for that addiction. So maybe there is some truth to it. Who knows?
Who knows? Because
the fact that they're like threatening to put it out is disgusting.
They did not threaten to put nothing out on her.
At the end, they did. They was like, "Oh, we have secrets on you," and she was like, "Tell it." I'm just like, please stop.
We didn't already say what the secret was.
Okay, but still though, Hasino says, I'll say this, the Scots 1.0 were prepared. Like
Well,
Stormy
it's
said.
it's easy to be prepared when the host is not gonna push back on
Exactly. When you signed
back
a
on you.
contract with the host and then you was practicing in the car. Yeah, it's easy to be prepared.
No, but I do feel like Letitia was like fed up. I feel like Letitia was fed up, and I do feel like she probably would have knocked Kiki out if Kiki would have came over there towards her that
No,
day.
I feel like she was baiting Kiki, like,
I
come
feel like she
towards
was
me
too.
so you can get fired.
I think she was gonna knock her out.
No, I
I
definitely don't see
Kiki has
that.
already said that Letitia used to whoop her back in the day. Kiki
When did
said
she say that?
baby, listen, you be in school, you was in school, you was pregnant, married, you working, you had a lot going on doing all these YouTube lives and stuff that was going on. I was watching them like a year ago. You wasn't watching them. But yeah, Kiki said that. She said her and Letitia in college used to get into it, and Letitia would fight her and whoop her. She said that.
Oh Lord.
She said
Okay.
Letitia. She said Tisha ain't no punk. That's what she said.
Okay. Okay. Well, she looked like one. She looking like one on TV. Show was different.
That's true. That's true.
I know Letitia, your girl. I be seeing you liking all her Instagram posts.
You is a mother plucking lie. You is a mother plucking lie. I don't be liking nobody post because number one, I don't even see her post.
You know I'm not.
I don't
I be
even see
like,
her post.
dang. I be like, dang, you her number one fan.
You are so fake. You are so
Look,
fake. And
look, I know.
You lying right now.
I know I gotta watch what I say about Letitia around you because, honey, that's your girl. I know it.
No, because I'm gonna say the truth. I'm not gonna let you just be one. It's not gonna be one sided. I'm gonna say the truth.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Well,
She ain't paying no bills over here.
okay, whatever. Look, don't be ashamed about who you like. The millimeters are so proud to be millimeters. Why Letitia fans scared to say they like her? Why is that?
You whack, girl. You whack.
Y'all, I am so mad because we are not in Huntsville right now. We were supposed to be in Huntsville at the show.
Yeah, we was, but I don't play around in no snow and no ice. I was in a snowstorm before, yeah, I had to pray. Like I was behind an 18-wheeler truck in the dead of night, y'all. And that 18-wheeler truck, I drive like a Yukon XL, humongous vehicle, and all the ice off that 18-wheeler flew on my windshield, and I was driving like for maybe 10 seconds with a blocked out windshield. So ever since then, I say I cannot I don't take no chances with no stuff like that. So that's why we ain't go.
No, it really is dangerous.
Yeah.
Casino says the reunion was decent.
Sorry.
But too much time spent talking about infidelity. I agree because all the time we spent talking about male infidelity, we should have been talking about the Scots.
Not only Dale, Martell, Melody.
Oh yeah.
Infidelity.
Oh yeah.
We still talking about the same thing over and over and over.
That's why I didn't even take notes on that part because I'm like, we are so beyond and over this storyline. How many times are we going to let this man bring this up as if it's relevant? They have been divorced 3 years now, and he has the audacity to keep bringing this up. And I'm like, it's scary. It's obsessive. It's not normal. And I don't understand why Melody hasn't put an end to this because, this is not okay. She shouldn't even be answering to this at this point.
Right. I absolutely agree. It's enough.
Exactly. So that's the part I don't understand.
And really, she need to put that in her contract. We don't need to talk about. We need to dead this situation, and we don't need to talk about it no more. It's over and done with.
It been over with.
Yeah. Casino says his questions to Miss Nell were offensive. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. How he was giddy, with joy in his eye and a smile on his face, talking about Miss Nails. He likes to talk about infidelity with couples. He gets off on it.
And that's the thing. So last week, now I told you last week, I was like, why is Carlos bringing this up? This is not, it didn't happen on the show. It's not relevant to the show. Why is he bringing this up? And you were like, oh no,
ma'am. Let me stop you right there.
You were like, no, I want to see it.
I said I wanted to see it talked about. I don't want to see it Carlos talking about it. I want to see Miss Nail talking about it with the ladies on the show. I want to see them at like a lunch or like a sleepover or on a girls trip and them having a conversation about what happened in her marriage. I don't want to see Carlos staring at her, smiling, asking her about what happened in her infidelity. In her marriage. It's a way to do things, and that was not the way to do it, because bringing it up at the reunion, it had absolutely nothing to do with what was going on at this reunion and the topics that is being discussed with them.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, and you could tell they were very uncomfortable with that line of questioning, as they should be.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say I'm so done with Carlos as the host, because he
brought it up in an unnatural situation.
Right. And it's like, okay, you bring it up to them, but why can you never bring it up to the Scotts?
Well, I feel like, y'all say he be showing favoritism. Yeah.
Because with Chris and Nell being more involved on the show, let's go back to that picture of Marceau in that hotel room with his back. When he said, oh, I was with my good friend Chris Fletcher. Okay, let's bring that up since y'all want to address Nell and her marriage. Let's bring that up because they're right here now. They wasn't on the show back then. They right here now. So let's talk about that.
I feel like all of these storylines, like we said before, fraudulent, fake, and they need to get some real stuff going on, or just take it on off the show. We need to see something different. We can see Melody in a girl on a girl show, like a Real Housewives show, something similar to that. We don't have to keep seeing her in these stupid ass situations that we see her in.
I need to see Melody on a dating show.
That would be so fun, huh?
Yeah, they wanted to get her on, what's the name of that show that Tamar was on where she met that white man?
Rain Squirt.
Yes.
That would be so fun, but I don't know if you can really find love on a show like that. But it would be fun to watch.
Yeah. I don't think she'd probably be able to find love for real on that show, but it would be fun to watch, like you said. And it would be just fun just to date, because she just got divorced. Nothing wrong with that.
Not just got divorced, she's been divorced, but it would be fun for as her fans to see her do something like that. But the Queen's Court, who they had on there, they had Tamar on there. I don't give a damn about no Tamar. Evelyn, whatever, and Nivea, Too Hood. Everybody loves Nivea, but no, I didn't watch it. Did you watch it?
I watched it, and I did not I couldn't stand Evelyn the whole time. But Tamar was fun to watch. Tamar and JR was fun to watch.
How was Evelyn acting?
Like she above the rest of them.
I knew it. And then when she got engaged to the man, like when she announced they wasn't together, she said, well, he country. He from the country.
Wow.
Which?
And where you from?
What you mean?
And you a home wrecker. Been home wrecking for years.
Been home wrecking all your life.
Yeah, she was doing too much.
Hi, but Timmy says hello, ladies. It's been a while. Yes, we go live on Sundays now. We go live on Sundays at 3 or 4. But since Love and Marriage Huntsville is going off, we are going to start going live on Wednesdays. Hopefully we can still go live on Sundays too. Wednesdays and Sundays, y'all, are our days that we're going to be going live on.
Yeah. But y'all, this has been such a long season. I am honestly glad that it is over. It has been so drawn out.
Yes.
I feel like they need to go back to the drawing board.
I hate how they do these seasons. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Even some of the stuff that was talked about on this reunion, it felt like so long ago.
Yeah, some of the stuff you just forget about it because it happened so long ago. I'm like, what?
Yeah, like the charade
About?
situation,
Yeah.
Thank you, Femi. She says congratulations on the beautiful baby. Thank you. Speaking of that, Tiffany Whitlow, Carlos talking about, oh, Tiffany, you welcome back anytime. The door is always open. First of all, stop quoting housewives. Stop.
What?
Like he want to be on Bravo so bad, y'all. But yeah, first of all, the door should not be open to Tiffany. What did she bring to the show? Please tell me.
Tiffany brought that drama, and it went when it was that when she thought it was between her and Kiki, that lady was bringing a drama any kind of way she could with her crazy self. She got that Karen in her, and she let it pop out.
That baby, that baby brought it out.
She knew she was pregnant, and nobody wasn't gonna pop her. So she
and
did.
That's another thing that we didn't focus on enough at the reunion. Marcel and Martell ganging up on this woman. Why wasn't that addressed? You know,
please, you know they ain't about to address that.
Yep. And
why her being pregnant?
Yes.
To her.
Yes.
And he ain't say one word about it.
Right. A man talking about Tiffany should be really pregnant and all, and you a man.
They called her dumb. They called her stupid. And the only thing they talked about was her being a Karen. I don't feel like they really talked about postpartum depression enough.
Yeah, it's Carlos needs to let somebody else host because it's over with, Carlos. You done.
Maybe they need to let somebody, like they did Nicki Minaj, just let somebody do like one part. You know, if we're having 3 episodes, he can let a person do one part of it. That way we can get a different view, a different perspective, a different line of questionings from what he give. Because I don't think somebody that created a show or that's the owner of a show is going to ever sit down and let somebody else take over their shit. And you'll be a fool to do that. So to bring somebody else in would be awesome.
Well, Nene is a host now. Nene about to host reunions on Baddies. Let her
Lord
host.
have mercy. I can't wait to see Nene, y'all. What y'all think about that? Femi says Dustin would be a good host.
Not no more, because he Carlos puppy dog now. I heard.
Oh my God, Kia, you are so bad. You are terrible.
That's what the people saying. But yeah, Nene is about to be a host, y'all. So I would not mind Nene hosting.
Did y'all watch House of Aaron, Drag, Zeus Network, and Nene for taking that position?
No.
Y'all.
House of Aaron.
Oh my God, it was horrific. I was in my bed with the covers over my head. He was dragging them so hard.
Oh my gosh. No, I haven't seen that one, but I love his channel.
I just was like, well, if Nene is going to host this reunion and there was allegedly so many matches, did she have security standing over her? You know, like, was she inside of a cage? Did they put bars around her to not be touched? You know?
Look, well, Nene not the one to really, be played with. So yeah, I'm sure she can handle herself.
Really and truly, all you got to do is show up with the microphone, because I watched the reunion one time and the host was Stevie J, and Stevie ain't get to do nothing. Really, all he did was give commentary on the fights.
Wow.
How can you host anything like that? How can you host something with feral human beings?
Oh my
gosh.
Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. Should we do? I saw people talking about, this is like something totally different, but I seen people doing reviews on Natalie Grace and Gypsy Rose. Should we discuss that on another video?
No. Should we discuss Fanny and the Georgia prosecutor in the Trump case, they are alleging that she is having an affair with one of the prosecutors, one of the special prosecutors that she put on the case. And they say the man was spending the money he made on the case on her, and the wife that he's getting a divorce from has submitted receipts from him buying plane tickets into the court documents. And I would like to talk about that.
Well, go ahead and talk about it, but yeah, we can talk about that later on. Timmy says, did y'all talk about hotel with that so-called blogger doing an exclusive interview?
We just touched on it just a little bit.
No, she's talking about Tasha K.
Yeah. We just said it. Yes, we did. I said he's doing an interview with her, and he did an interview with her, and it's gonna be released in a couple of days. And I'm just like,
I heard it's being released tonight.
Tonight?
Yes. So I don't like her at all. She is somewhat entertaining at times, but I feel like just the fact that she is allowing this man on her platform is very disturbing to me. And the fact that she's taken up for him, I don't understand.
You better understand that the check cleared. Understand that.
Okay, now money talks, and she does need all the money she can get, from all the lawsuits she has. So maybe it is the money, but if it's not, is she a pick-me of the year like Kimmy? What is it? What is in the water for these women to be taken up for this man? Because it's not only her. It's not only her. It's more.
Checks are clearing. That's what it is. Ain't nobody in their right mind. We talked about this last week. Ain't nobody in their right mind finna support this man. Especially a woman, unless you are benefiting from it. And I absolutely believe wholeheartedly that the people are paying checks for opinions.
Well, I mean, if that is the case, I can understand that, because he does want a puppet to just agree and cater to his little ego and coddle him and tell him he's right about everything, not question him, not challenge him. He wants that. He doesn't want somebody to ask him the real questions and hold him accountable. He wants to be put on a pedestal, and we know how he is.
It's crazy to me that he just keep going on interviews. But I feel like the check must have cleared with Tasha. So you gonna go on Tasha K, and she gonna call you. That's how I feel. I feel like you went on Queen Sheba, and Queen Sheba was asking you questions that you stupidly answered, and you sent in court, paperwork, court documents just to make yourself look even right. He's just continually trying to get his character to be built up, but it will never happen. Nobody can help you.
I feel like I could do a better job at being Martell's PR at this point. Who is his PR person? His PR person?
It's Janelle, but
I could do a better job than her. But he always gets these people off the streets, the people that he's laid in bed with, to be on his team.
He ain't laid in the bed with that publicist.
To be a part of his team. We don't know that. We don't know that.
The older lady, girl.
Just like Melnica, we didn't know they had something going on until he got offended and was like, oh, well, and he exposed it. So, yeah, I feel like a lot of the women that are on his team, managing him and doing whatever, yeah, he has done things with him.
It's an old lady, though, so.
It doesn't matter. Sheree is older, too.
Kia, okay, now.
Isn't she? He likes them older as well. It don't matter. He don't discriminate. What? He doesn't. At this point, they need to just take his social media.
Allegedly, ma'am.
I mean, yeah, as the banner said, all commentary is alleged and for entertainment purposes only. These are my own thoughts and opinions, but I tell you a joke, but I never tell you a lie.
You just told them people I was a Letitia fan.
Okay,
And
well,
that I was liking all her posts, and that's a damn lie.
okay, it's not a lie. That's not
It's a
something I just
lie.
make up.
It's a lie, girl. It's a lie.
No, that's not something I just make up. I was on Letitia page and I was like, Carolyn, like this post. Go to the next page. Carolyn, like this post. So, okay. I mean, look, if you a fan of Letitia, be a fan. That's fine.
Oh, Lord.
That's fine with me.
Making me go look on this later page because I know damn well I ain't even seen up this lady don't even post on here that much.
At this point, I don't even like none of the cast, y'all.
Why? She lying.
I mean, I like Melody.
You seen one post I post from the other day. One post.
Oh my God. You so shame.
One post.
Oh my God. You
It's
so
a reunion post. It's something about the reunion.
Look, Teresa, I said that earlier. Dr. Heavenly said give him $5 and he'll sleep with anything. I said that. I was like, and it's so true. It's so true. They was talking about, oh yeah, let's get Quiet and Martell together, as if Quiet would ever,
Ooh, gross.
She would never.
What y'all think about? If you guys, please, I hope you all have liked this video. Please like the video if y'all haven't already. Do y'all think that Married to Medicine is on a downward spiral?
I feel like Married to Medicine just started the show the wrong way. They should have brought Sweet Tea in the middle of the season instead of bringing her right on in. Now we don't have anything to look forward to because they didn't, showed us all their cards. This is supposed to be like a preview to lead the people on, but y'all just brought her right on in. Forget what we've been doing because they were filming before she joined. They just said, scratch that, forget that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Because I thought that the season was going to start and we weren't going to see Quiet until like the middle of the season.
Exactly.
So it really do feel like they just scrapped all the stuff that they filmed before Quiet came to work and just said, we're going to start from here. That's insane.
Right. So that's why that season is on decline now. It's not because Quiet is missing. It's just because they really didn't, prepare as much. Quiet hasn't been relevant last season or season before that at all. She ain't.
I feel like they made her relevant. They made her relevant bringing in her ex-husband.
Exactly.
Deborah says Married to Medicine doesn't need Phaedra, in my opinion, and Sweet Tea is so thirsty for Quiet's spot. Well, I feel like Phaedra.
She just got to get more comfortable with the ladies, I feel like.
Phaedra is my girl, but I feel like, I don't know if I feel like she don't fit in. I don't know what is happening. If she is just being too contrite, she just being too closed off because of what happened on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know what's going on with Phaedra, but she is not showing herself. All this silliness with this Ricky stuff. What are you talking about, ma'am? Nobody cares about no Ricky.
Right. Yeah. I mean, she is playing it a little too safe. You got to show us something. You got to bring something.
Yeah.
They did say on the Sherry show that we are going to see her be dating. So we'll see what happens.
And then Deborah says Sweet Tea is too thirsty for Quiet's spot. I mean, if it wasn't for Sweet Tea, we wouldn't even have. They wouldn't even have $1 to put in their purse, baby. So,
yeah, that's true.
It wouldn't be nothing. And then Dr. Heavenly has nothing going on, in her own storyline. She is like the Tamra of Orange County, the Judea of Potomac, she just in other people's business. Heavenly don't really
Definitely.
show nothing. Yeah, Heavenly, we need, if they was gonna take Quad off, they should have gave us Mariah back.
Mm-hmm.
You can't take out a centerpiece and not put another one in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. We do need Mariah back because Mariah was coming for Phaedra. I'm like, what did Phaedra do to you? We need
And
the tea. We need the
yeah,
tea.
yes. Deborah says Phaedra belongs back on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and Candy needs to get over it. She's made millions from the dungeon mess.
Yes, Deborah. Thank you, Deborah.
Yes, Deborah.
Somebody said it. I just don't even. I don't understand how Candy can be friends with Portia, but not Phaedra. When Portia, the one who went on TV saying it,
Right, and
it ain't come out of Phaedra mouth.
She'd have made the millions, spent the millions, and probably made millions on the interest from whatever she spent the millions on. She'd have made money on top of money, on top of all of that.
Yeah, and my whole thing is it didn't even come out of Phaedra's mouth.
Yes.
Portia said she heard it from Phaedra. Phaedra said she heard it from somebody else. So what's the difference? Y'all dragging her to the grave for what? Because she did the same thing Portia did.
And then on top of that, Phaedra did apologize to her, but she didn't accept the apology. But if I was Phaedra, I would have said no. I never did say that. And I would have told Portia, I don't know who sent you them text messages, but it wasn't me. I was hacked. I would have said anything.
Yeah, or I just would have been like, oh no, somebody told me that too. That's why I didn't say it. And I never told you to say that, but somebody told me that too. Right. Just like, yeah, so.
I never told you to say that on TV, bird brain.
Mm-hmm.
With your little bitty head. That's what I would have told her.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, Candy needs to go for real. Nene said half the cast can go. I feel like Nene was being nice by saying half can go because really they all can go.
Yep. Especially
Kenya.
All of them.
I know, but especially Kenya and Candy. High emphasis on
them. But this is what happens when the cast literally hate each other. Real Housewives of Atlanta should be an example for the Real Housewives of Potomac, because what Real Housewives of Potomac is doing right now is heading in the same direction that the Real Housewives of Atlanta went in, with Giselle not wanting to mend fences with Wendy or Candace. It's just going to be the downfall of your show. That's what it's going to be. And it's already started.
Yep. Totally agree. All of them shows going down. It's sad because it's the black shows that's doing this.
It ain't just the black shows. Really, all of these shows suck right now. The only show they really got that's like the bomb right now
is what?
Deborah. Giselle has too much power, and she will be the downfall of Potomac. Because Bravo and these executives, they love her because she do whatever they say to do, but she's not letting the show progress. We're not seeing storylines move. We stuck in the same place from last season, and the season before. These people hating each other and not getting along. So it would be the downfall of them.
Mm-hmm.
But none of these shows are good. The only show that's really good right now is Salt Lake City. And that's because they brought crazy ass Mary Cosby back. That lady is insane. And then they got that girl Monica. She is a what is she? She was a blogger or a secret blogger or something. I don't know.
Mm.
Reality Von Tees.
Well, I don't know. I don't even watch none of them.
Yeah, because they all suck. These shows suck. The authentic. Yeah, it's nothing is authentic anymore.
We gotta find some new shows to review. Because this ain't it.
No. Sundays and Wednesdays, y'all. So we'll be back Wednesday, probably afternoon. You have any final thoughts?
Yes, my final thought. I'm so glad this season of Love and Marriage is over. I'm so glad. And I'm so glad Y'all, I'm so glad Kimmy has exposed herself to who she really is. I'm so glad the fans are being, their eyes are opening to see who Kimmy really is. She is the pick-me of the year. And I have seen it since day one. But y'all loved her in the beginning. But I saw right through it since day one. I was like, this lady is so fake. So I'm so glad people are finally seeing the truth. So
hi, Karan. How you doing, boo boo?
Hey, Karan. Yeah. So yeah, that's my final thought on this season of Love and Marriage.
My final thoughts on this season of Love and Marriage, Huntsville. I don't know. I could barely watch it, y'all. I would get like at least 3 episodes behind before I would catch back up to watch it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Deborah says, "Have you ladies watched The Traitors?" The Traitors.
That's her favorite.
I tried to watch it, but I don't know. It's too
I'm
much.
gonna have to watch it because I like stuff like that. It seems like it's kind of a version of Big Brother or Survivor or something like that. And I saw a clip of Phaedra, checking. It's this girl from Survivor. She's like a Survivor legend. And she's really sneaky, really smart. She know how to turn on you behind your back. She's one of those. And she tries to do it to Phaedra. And Phaedra checked her so bad. She was like, listen, nobody effing likes you.
No, it's when her name is
Parvati. Parvati.
What is her name?
Parvati.
Girl, okay, somebody wrote her name, spelled it poverty. And so I didn't know this lady. I'm thinking her name was Poverty. And I'm thinking, Phaedra, is her name Poverty? Are you calling this lady Poverty? Like this is wow.
Yeah, I like Survivor, so I'm gonna have to watch this show because I like, brain games like that, where it's about politics, social politics, basically. Who can outsmart the rest of them? Who's gonna be the last standing? And Phaedra is a lawyer, so she should be good at this.
I don't know. For me, it looked too much like medieval, too much castles and all of this monk robes and stuff. I don't like all of this, so yeah. I can't watch it. So it'll be a no for me.
Well, I'm gonna try to watch it if it's good.
Karan, we've been doing good.
Yeah.
So much has changed.
Staying warm in this weather.
Yeah. Then this week, tomorrow, we're supposed to have a rain. It's supposed to rain for like 40 days and 40 nights, y'all. Not 40 days, but 5 days. They say we having a hydrologic outlook. I've never even heard of it. Like, what the hell is that? They talking about it might be flooding here, so I don't know what's going on. But
okay, Deborah says it's good. Try season 1. Okay, maybe I should try season 1 first.
I think she's talking to me.
Oh, yeah, you should try it. Big Brother and Survivor, they're actually really good, but it's just about social politics. And you are into politics, so you probably would like it if you just try it.
I'm into real politics. But yeah, y'all hit the like button. We thank you guys for tuning in. We love you guys so much. Please tune in Wednesday. Be looking out for a notification from us for Wednesday Live. And we will see y'all on the next one. Bye.